Good afternoon and welcome to GrainTV. It's July 30th, 2013. To my left is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Schimbill. Let's turn with a fire tip to see how we ended in Chicago today. Corn on the old crop was up 6 1/4 cents. New crop up 4 1/4 cents. Soybeans for the old crop August delivery down 17 1/2. New crop down 17 cents as well. Wheat in Chicago up 3 3/4. In Kansas City, wheat was up 6 cents as well. You know, Logan, we did see kind of a tale of two different markets here today. We saw a corn market moving just a little bit higher. Saw soybeans backing off a little bit. But coming out of the overnight session, soybeans did catch just a little bit of a bid from those crop conditions that were down about 1% yesterday.
Yeah, you know, we did see the USDA revise those crop conditions down 1%. Not a huge story there, but we did see a little bit of strength in the overnight session. Certainly kind of surprising to see a lot of weakness there on new crop beans in particular. I think, you know, in light of the crop conditions that we saw last night and some good export sales this morning to unknown destinations for 290,000 metric tons, you'd look at it and think that possibly we'd see a little bit of strength out of new crop soybeans. As I said, we didn't see that today, and I think in large part that was due to the spread action that we've seen between November 13 soybeans and these 13 corn here just in the last several days. Take a look here at this chart. This is pulled off of the Fire Tip platform. If you guys want to chart this for yourself, visit us over at grainhedge.com. But what we're seeing here is the ratio between new crop soybeans and corn. And you can see here on the right axis, last week we saw that ratio reach about 2.6. Really kind of a lot of people look at 2.3 as kind of a benchmark area. And as you can see, it seems like soybeans may have built in a little bit of an additional premium to corn than what a lot of traders thought it was deserving right now, and resultingly, I think we saw some people selling new crop beans today, buying new crop corn. Wouldn't be surprising if we saw this ratio back off a little bit. Certainly, in light of the fundamentals, both crops right now looking pretty darn good.
You know, something that was positive that we did see out of the trade today is we saw a couple of technical support levels actually hold. Right. We saw $12 on the new crop soybean contract that held today, $13.50 on the old crop. So that's a couple areas we're going to have to watch here for the next couple of days. But like you said, the weather situation really is what we're going to be focusing on here moving forward for the next couple of weeks. If you take a look at this latest update from Planalytics, the greenness map for the Midwest, you can see that there is substantial greenness across much of the growing areas, especially in Illinois, Indiana, some of those areas. But if we take a look at the second map and focus in just a little bit closer, you can see how it changed from last reporting period to this reporting period. We saw substantial gains in that central Illinois area, out into Iowa, eastern parts of South Dakota, North Dakota, and Nebraska, and then western Minnesota as well. So these areas are starting to progress pretty well. Yeah. We know a lot of the crop is in the silking phase right now. It was over 70% in yesterday's crop progress report. Right. So this is good to see that we are still gaining greenness as we're moving throughout the silking phase. And something else to keep in mind here as we move out for further in time here. Last week we had very mild temperatures. We had some pretty good rains across the Midwest, and that really helped the soil moisture capacity not be evaporated too much here. We only saw some areas lose about 3% at the worst areas, so that was very good to see, especially this time of year when we should be really starting to get pretty dry across the Midwest.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously right now weather is going to remain the big driver here, and all conditions right now really seem like this crop is really in good stead here as we get into the major reproductive phases. We'll keep you posted on any developments to the long-term weather outlook here on GrainTV. But you know, in general, Brock, I think that's kind of what we saw here for kind of a quiet day in terms of news, but certainly saw some selling in the soybean market. Tomorrow, coming down the pipe, we're going to be getting the EIA ethanol numbers out. Look for that to affect old crop corn. And then on Thursday, as always, we'll begin the export sales report. So we'll keep you posted on both those reports here on GrainTV and on Twitter. @GrainTV is where you can find us over there. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for the EIA report.